What is going on YouTube? Welcome in, I am LuboATM and welcome back to another discussion video here on the channel. And today we are going to be looking at hatches, keys and Moris, everyone's favourite things. Basically my thought process on this was, again, from the mid-chapter update, which I didn't get to make a lot of content around because of work at the time. I kind of missed out on some opportunities to talk on some big talking points that came out of the developer update, and one of the updates that came out was the change that the devs are making to the hatch and the keys mechanics. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of do a, because people are like, oh well, key, what are you doing to kind of nerf the killer side? You've nerfed hatches and keys, what are you doing to nerf? And I just wanted to give a kind of balanced account of like what's happened and what kind of scenario both of these, because realistically if you look at hatch and keys, Moris, they're both things that I am not a fan of personally, again just my opinion, but I think that they're both things that probably get, or at the times before their respective nerfs, got you results and kills and escapes in matches that you probably didn't deserve. Not directing at anyone, it's not a pointed statement. I'm not saying people who use keys and escape through hatch don't deserve to escape, not saying that at all. I'm just saying a lot of the time is like, let's do the minimum required amount of gens and then everyone escapes through the hatch. Or the same thing with the killers, let's just tunnel someone or hook someone early game, tunnel them straight off hook, Mori them instantly, make it a 3v1, rinse repeat until, you know, everyone's dead. Not ideal, not good gameplay, not fun to go against. So yeah, so basically I'll put up on the screen now, like I usually do in these videos, the update from the exact update from the dev notes. So the hatch and keys, by extension, have been a very contentious topic and led to some very heated debates. So the first, the hatch no longer spawns unless there is only one survivor left in the trial. So that means that there's going to be no more of this. Well, there's 3 people left in the trial, we only need to do 4 gens. There's only 2 people left in the trial, we need to do 3 gens, and then the hatch will spawn and we can both get out. That won't happen anymore, it's just only when there's 1 person left in the trial at all times. So as it says there, you won't have to worry about 3 survivors vanishing through the hatch with 1 generator left. Additionally, the hatch now takes a few seconds to open with the key, it doesn't open instantly anymore. And if you get stopped by the killer, your progress that you've got to during your unlock doesn't get reset, sort of like it does if you get interrupted on a totem or something like that. So if you half fill the bar, killer hits you, you can continue and fill the second half of the bar. It eliminates the problems that survivors can simply just run. Basically what you used to get with like standoffs or things like that, like people take a hit from the killer knowing that they have to go into a cooldown animation, instantly open the hatch and escape. And as I said, it says at the bottom there, they're changing the where did they go achievement because it's no longer possible to do, to just escape through the hatch with a key, which is good for me because it's one of the only 2 survivor achievements I don't have in Dead by Daylight, so I'll be looking forward to that. And also now on the screen, so from patch 4.41, the nerf that they made to Moris, which is you now required to hook a survivor twice before you're allowed to kill them with a Mori. Prior to that was basically as long as someone's been hooked, you can Mori them. So both of them have seen respective changes. Also, should probably mention at the time of recording, the Dead by Daylight live stream Q&A just took place recently, and they did say that there is further changes to the Mori mechanics coming, so there is further changes to that coming, but I'm just going to look at them as they stand right now. So both have now taken a nerf. I kind of said at the beginning, I'm not a fan of either. I don't like things that fundamentally change the game in a way that's not fun, and I don't think keys or Moris are fun. You know, that's probably just in my mind, that's the most basic way I could probably describe it or put it, is to me that Moris and keys just aren't fun. When I play killer and I'm in a really competitive match, and as it said in the example, there's 1 generator left, there's 3 survivors, I've got someone injured, I'm in a mid chase, and then all of a sudden you just see 2 escape logos appear, and either you're chasing the 3rd person to where the hatch is, or you know, you maybe get them down and get killed, but you still walk out with a 2k, which realistically, if you've got that person down and killed and you've got 2 people left with 1 generator to do, it's very easy for you as a killer to manage that situation and see out the match. Whereas it's very, very difficult and a very big uphill struggle for a survivor to overcome that, and you have to play it very, very well, you and your remaining teammate. But the fact that you can just, oh well, there's been 4 gens done, there's 3 people left, right, okay, we're out, see you later on, bye, never feels good. And then also at the same time, like Mori's prior to their change, you know, like people who play, like, I'm going to use Bubba, I'm going to throw Bubba under the bus here, but people who play Bubba, right, so you're the first person chased, you make a mistake and you're unlucky at a loop, and what happens is you get down and put on a hook. The killer has a Mori. If it's a Bubba, you know, they can insta down both people as the unhook's happening, and very regularly did happen that someone unhooked you, Bubba used his chainsaw, downed you both again, you get Mori'd, the person gets put in a hook, rinse repeat till everyone's dead. You know what I mean? It wasn't fun, it wasn't engaging. You basically, if you're like, if I get hooked, if I get caught by a killer or downed by a killer at any point, I'm just dead this match. I'm just dead. Because as soon as I get unhooked, 90% chance the killer's going to come directly back to me, down me again, Mori me instantly. So they've got a 3v1 or a 2v1 to make the game easier. So, you know, neither mechanic was fun in the state that it was. I think the changes that they made to Mori have been excellent. The amount of Moris you see being brought into trials is severe. I honestly can't remember the last time I seen a killer bring a Mori. I might actually do some like digging on that and do a test. I probably should have done it before the video, that being said, but like how many times killers bring Moris now. Back before the nerf, it was potentially every like 3rd game a killer would bring some form of Mori, whereas now it's, you know, you're lucky if you see one in a month, you know what I mean? And even if you do see one coming into a game, the chat, I honestly don't remember out with like Rancor or Devour Hope the last time I was Mori'd by a killer, or a Tombstone from Myers, sorry. I don't remember the last time I had to deal with that, so it is still there. People can use it, and you still get the benefit of when they came off that second hook, you kind of bypass Decisive Strike, you bypass Unbreakable, you know, you like, it gives you that kind of quick from second hook to death thing where you don't have to worry about survivors builds and perks kind of screwing you over, so that it's still there. You can still use it if you want to. You just, people don't now because it's not an easy way to, it's not an easy kill, it's not an easy win, so people don't run it. And now I get the feeling that when it comes to live, I actually don't know when I'm going to schedule this video to go out, so it might already be live. But especially from the PTB, the hatch mechanic just felt so much better at killer. You weren't constantly panicking every time you seen a key in the lobby. I've not been panicking, you know what I mean, it's a game, no, but you know what I mean, you get that sense of dread when you load into a lobby and you see someone's got a map, someone's got a key. As soon as you go to the next screen, you can see there's a hatch offer and you're like, okay, it's one of these games. But, you know, you didn't have to worry about that because you're like, well, that key's only going to come into effect if there's one person left. And if you've watched my live streams or any of my killer videos that I put up here, tend to give the last person hatch anyway, so not really a big difference to me. Yeah, I just think it's really, really good. You don't have to worry about that as that exact scenario. Talking about people just like, you're having a really good competitive game and the game just ends, you know what I mean? Not through anything, not because you've played badly, or not because of, you know, you pressured the wrong people, or you've not had enough snowball. It's literally just a case of the RNG has happened, they've hit the minimum criteria to spawn the hatch, they have a key, they're out, see you later on, thanks for the very good game, yeah, take your D-pip, I'll see you later on, you know what I mean, like that sort of stuff. I just think that the changes all round to both are very, very good. I can understand why mains of either side are unhappy about it, but I can also see why people who play both sides and just casual players are incredibly happy about this, because it just takes so much of stuff that just ruins your day out of the experience. I can't tell you how many times, especially see, even when I'm like playing or trying to learn a new killer, and you're like, cool, okay, I'm getting better, I'm doing really well here, and then a game just ends because of RNG. It just doesn't feel good. And the same thing if you're playing a survivor, you're just playing along, and you used to be like a case of like, oh well, I've had a couple of good games, and then instantly pure kill, I'm dead in 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, it just, they've removed something that makes the game fundamentally unfun, and I think that can only be a good thing. And I'm really excited to hear what the new Mori changes are, the new Mori mechanics are, to see if they're going to develop that further. But I think that these are two really positive changes for the game, and I don't think the behaviour get enough credit for positive changes. It's always a, oh, but what about our side, or oh, what about the other side? But these are two mechanics that made the game unfun. And I can't believe how long Moris were in that state for. That was patch, I think when my notes, when my research, that was patch 1.53 to patch 4.41 that Moris were like that. That's like 3 years. Like 3 years the game was like that, and it had that ridiculously unfun mechanic in it. And same with keys, you know what I mean? I can't believe that they went that long in that state, but I'm so happy it's changed. And I am really, really happy to see how my killer games translate from PTB to live with these new hatch changes. Yeah, I just think it's really, really good. And again, I think I said it in my last discussion video, I know I got a lot of shit from people for being like really positive with Dead by Daylight and try to always see the kind of the upside or things like that. And I know sometimes there isn't an upside to see, but I think this is a prime example of something that's a change that's been brought in that makes the game better, that people are being overly negative about, because, you know, like I'm a killer and I want an easy win with Moris, or I am a survivor, I want to be able to key out whenever RNG allows me to. But for the game as a whole, bigger picture, it's made the game a better game, so I'm really happy with it. As always, please put any sort of comments on your thoughts on keys, Moris, changes, the nerfs, if you like the pre-nerf, if you like a post-nerf, anything like that, just fire it in the comments. I respond to all of them, so I'm really happy to have a discussion. Come check me out on Twitch and have a chat with me about it over there at twitch.tv/LabelATM. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and until I see you guys next time, peace.